Hey Aquarius, welcome to your first half of September reading. So glad to be here with you. I hope this finds you well. I am bringing you a general reading for the collective of Aquarius, Sun, and Rising. May not resonate with everyone. Just take what speaks to you, leave the rest, and as always, try to be a cross watcher. Try that out. See if you don't find any messages that speak to you by watching the Sun or Rising of your divine counterpart. Also wanted to be sure to announce that there was an addition of monthly subscriptions for extendeds. You just have to scroll down a little bit further. The single one is always in the top sentence or two, but the monthlies, they're separated by element, but they are a pretty good savings if you have been opting in for the extendeds. Okay, just wanted to make sure you knew they were there. Click on any of those links to read about it. And feel free to ask any questions, okay? All right, I am pulling 2 cards for you, Aquarius, from Wisdom of the Oracle. 1 card for Divine Masculine, 1 card for Divine Feminine. As always, feel free to flip the energies around. Accuracy with your storyline is more important than the labels, okay? I just like to say that. Oh, wow. Nice. So masculine gets card 7, very spiritual number, and it says to the sea. This card to me always feels as if there's some amount of trust you have to put in not just your higher self, but the universe to guide you to shore, to the sea. You know, it's kind of like a release and a letting go of attachment to any certain outcome, being open to receiving the insights, the downloads, the wisdom to help you navigate. I love that for the masculine. Feminine gets card 27, exchanging gifts. Kind of pretty. It's so pretty. It reminds me of the little jewelry box with the pop-up ballerina I had when I was a little girl. But exchanging gifts, it feels sweet. It feels reciprocal, right? That's a card we like to pay attention to, that 6 of Pentacles. But also, you know, what are your gifts? What are you here for? We all have something special and unique. All of us. Yeah, ask yourself that, dear feminine. What can you exchange? What that comes so naturally to you and so much more challenging to someone else can you offer in exchange for something you could use more of? I love it. Okay, Sacred Traveler here for the Aquarians watching. Card from Sacred Traveler. One of my new favorite decks. Just because the messages are kind of straightforward and simple. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. Yeah, that feels a little bit like to the sea. Support is all around you, fellow travelers. That's why you're here, and that makes me think I also forgot to remember to invite you to the Priestess Lounge. Fellow travelers, support is all around you. There's a link below every video that says, join us in the Priestess Lounge. It is the private Facebook group, emphasis on private, that is associated with this channel. It's not a tarot group, but just a group of beautiful souls walking the spiritual path together. If you click the link, you just got to scroll down a little bit past the monthlies, and then you'll find the link. Answer 2 questions. And you're in. Would love to see you there. Okay? All right. Here we go. What twin flame soulmate energies are coming in for Aquarius, Sun, and Rising? Let's take a look at your connection. Masculine. Death card, Scorpio energy, transformation. Something, wow, feminine. Oof. 3 of Swords. This is a pretty powerful reading. I feel a big shift is coming. I feel a big shift is coming. I don't know why. I just do. I'm not going to speak anymore. Obviously, we all know the Three of Swords, heart heaviness, heartache, heartbreak. Can also be a card of third-party energy. Masculine is going through some form of transformation. Some energy needs to die off before something new can come in and take its place. Right, see, in the past, Five of Swords, manipulation, an unfair fight, Knight of Wands, fast-moving action that's passionate. This card also gets sometimes a reputation, Sag energy in this card, of being a little bit self-serving, you know, impulsive, not thinking things through and sort of acting on impulse and passion. But there's some manifestation, some ships coming in for this masculine. I love that this feels very aligned with the to the sea, right? Look to the sea for what is coming to you and have trust, faith, and hope in the universe. I know that's the energy around the star, but that 7, it feels as if energetically, numerically, it's very spiritual what's happening for this masculine. And it is part of their transformation. So I like that. Oh, dear feminine. Whew, 3 of Swords, huh? Maybe that 5 of Swords got you good. Let's see. Yes, in the past, with past life soulmate. I'll clarify it. This is 6 of Cups. 6s are about balance, and the 6 of Cups, what I love about it is it's usually referring to someone from your youth or childhood, or just say your youth, right? I just turned 59 yesterday. So to me, 39 was my youth. Okay, just saying, like 20 years ago, right? Where was I? Look, there's some reconciliation here, and I almost feel that reconciliation with the past life soulmate, and it is the masculine who's coming back in or who's desiring to do that, or the feminine may be coming back into the masculine energetically as well. We can look at it either way, but this is a card of win-win, of making peace, of reconciling any differences. It's a victory card. And then in the future, we've got a little bit of guardedness. 4 of Pentacles, it can be stubborn, it can be stingy, it can just be, look, you know, I'm learning from mistakes of the past here to kind of have better boundaries. It can even just be that. So let's see where this Death card takes us. Wow. Popped right out. Transformation around some new, it might be a new beginning for this masculine, something brand new. And it feels like a new life. I'm feeling a new life, a new level of stability, maybe even around commitment. But certainly something that's happening in the here and now for them. Accepting this new, brand new life, this new gift, an opportunity. But they have a lot to process first on an emotional level. Whatever's going on for this masculine, it's dredging up a lot of confusion, emotional overwhelm. I'm saying confusion because I feel as if a lot is coming at them at once on an emotional level, and they have to kind of process it cup by cup. And when you can't see that clearly, when it's just like too many things coming at you, it can be overwhelming. So I don't think they're confused. I think they're kind of overwhelmed and confused about where to begin, especially if they're having a dark night of the soul. So I do want to make that point. In the past, some unfair fight, something that was feels like backstabbing. Okay. So whatever this Five of Swords is about, it causes masculine to reassess. That's why we're in transformation, and consider the paths that lie before them. This energy here feels very manipulative, very destructive, with intent to harm. It feels as if this masculine on some level couldn't trust someone or something, some situation, and that threw them into the energy of reevaluating the path that they were on, choosing the new path. Wow, King of Pentacles, something more stable, focusing on possibly this could be around work for them a little bit. I know I'm doing a relationship reading here, but sometimes when I see transformation in the Ace of Pentacles and then the King of Pentacles, this is about, at the very least, being successful in whatever situation they found themselves in. And I feel as if they are coming through here as a masculine archetype of life partner, but more of someone stable and grounded and able to provide for themselves, take care of themselves, after a period where things were not. The fives here are about chaos and conflict and instability galore. So they worked to choose the path that would lead to success and stability in an energy that wow, there's the new beginning, the world, endings and new beginnings. So these two cards together, endings and new beginnings, kind of tell you what's happening here for the masculine with transformation. This feels like a very, yes, to the sea. It feels as if it's a very uncertain time, right? They're having to completely let go of the wheel, really have some trust and faith, receive the guidance of their higher selves, of spirit, of the universe. It's been a real turbulent time. But on some level, they've managed to stay stable. That's been their focus. Finding that stability, coming through it as a king. Right now, their present experience of this connection is Knight of Wands. Someone returning from the past with passion. It's very swashbuckler-esque. My goodness. Yes, with the message of love or apology. One more on that. And it's been something that they can't get off their mind. So I feel it's hard to tell right now. There it is. All right. With the past life soulmate. So I've got the confirmation that I am reading for this connection. Nobody else is jumping in here. That was something I was a little concerned about. I'm not. So there's anxiety for this masculine about returning. The feminine is already in the energy, you're both in some way. I'll hold it up so you can see. All right, because I feel as if there is some desire here to come back together, to make peace, to work through your differences. There's a lot of chemistry, a lot of passion here, Aquarius, and I feel as if this masculine is wanting to return to offer a message of love or apology. It's something that has kept them up at night. It's something they've been a little anxious and worried and even a little obsessed about. Underneath, they know what this connection is, past life, soulmate, whether it's from earlier in your life in this incarnation or a true past life twin connection. I feel there's a lot of anxiety around it. Mainly because they're still working through some things on an emotional level. Three of Wands going forward. Wow. Yeah. There we go. Abundance, manifesting this abundance. Manifesting can be life partnership, but it really feels to me as if this masculine is manifesting. What's finally coming to shore for the masculine is everything they've worked so hard to create in their lives. And it feels that way because of that Five of Swords. Almost as if they had to choose the path that would lead them to a life of abundance where they could be comfortable in the role of life partner. And here they are manifesting that life partnership or that life stability, the abundance. So it's all going to come to fruition for the masculine. It may be something that was sparked by this past life soulmate. Maybe that this transformation was kind of sparked by whatever went on here, and they've been doing the work on their own. That's almost how I feel. The transformation is for this masculine. It doesn't involve the feminine, but I think the feminine, whatever went on between them that this masculine may have perceived as an unfair fight, really got their attention. Really got their attention. Three of Swords for the feminine. We have Swords with an Ace of Wands, Queen of Swords. There's some Aquarian energy for you. By the way, we do have Scorpio there. I think I said that. Aquarius and Capricorn in the World card. And now Gemini, Libra, Aquarian energy and the Queen of Swords. I feel as if there's a hurt that has not been resolved. The hurt, the wound has not yet been resolved. This Ace of Wands is sort of a gift of passion. It's almost as if I feel this Ace of Wands is being offered. It's coming in now in the form of reconciliation, right? The Six of Wands, still passion. And it feels almost like reigniting the passion with the past life soulmate. And Queen of Swords has a lot of questions, isn't quite sure. Queen of Swords asks a lot of questions, truth seeker, truth teller, wonderful gifts of communication, seeking the clarity. Yeah, because they need, I feel underneath, they kind of think it's over. They've been wondering, they've been hurt, and they think it's over. With who? With the masculine Emperor. Aries energy there in the Emperor. For some of you, that will be important. But I feel the passionate connection is coming back online, and the feminine is unsure because they're not over the hurt. They're not over the hurt. They're still feeling the wounds from the divine masculine for whatever went down there. They have a lot of questions before they reignite this torch of passion. I feel as if on some level outside of conscious awareness, they're not sure there's anything left. But that Six of Wands confuses me. Let me see. Six of Cups in the past. I love the two sixes because that's more balance and stability. Justice. Fairness, balance for the feminine. Wow, Justice is Libra, by the way. Empress is Taurus and Libra. Yeah, I almost get the feeling that this feminine felt they were carrying more of their fair share of the weight, of the burden, of the connection. You know what I mean? Like when you carry more weight, when you're carrying more of the load in a connection, it gets burdensome, tiresome. It feels out of balance. And I kind of feel that whatever happened here, this masculine felt a little broadsided. Maybe that Five of Swords could be their own energy, which can just be like, you know, think of the Five of Swords as if you're sitting with someone and you're going back and forth, you know. This doesn't feel fair to me. This is, you know, I'm carrying all the weight here. It doesn't feel fair. You know, why aren't you making more of the effort? Why is it always up to me? And you get somebody that says, you know, no, I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think I do plenty. I'm just giving you an example. I think I do plenty. I don't know what you're talking about, right? So now you think like, am I going crazy? So that's a little gaslighty, right? And then the other way is when you go back and forth, well, no, this is what I see. And well, they're saying, well, I don't see it that way. And then you go back and forth and all of a sudden the person says, all right, you're right. I'm wrong. Happy? You're right. I'm wrong. See, that's not a fair fight. You can't win if somebody just throws in the towel and kind of quits the whole discussion. It feels manipulative, right? It feels out of balance for sure. And that's what I think happened here. And I feel as if this feminine got their heart broken. Masculine went into a phase of transformation. Feminine thinks it's all over. Masculine wants to return, but is stressing it. Hasn't taken action yet, but that's the energy that's around them right now. That's what they'd like to do. I'm just going to grab this card because it's the moon on top of this Six of Wands. So if this masculine returns and there's an opportunity to make amends to each other, to make peace, to forge a win-win situation and reconcile your differences, I think the feminine's going to be really apprehensive about it. Right? Because their happiness is on the line. Look, sun and the moon, Pisces and Leo, right here. The moon and the sun, Pisces and Leo. Yeah. Interesting, elementally, water and fire. So that moon, the fears may dampen the joy for the feminine because they're too fearful of this return, the return of the past life soulmate. I don't think they'll give up, but there's going to be a lot of stress around it, uncertainty, a need for clarification, many questions that have to be asked. Feminine going forward, guarded, walls up, lots of boundaries, not wanting to expose their heart. Look at that vice grip he's got on that center pentacle. I'm not going to let you near my heart because we know what happened before. So that's a human reaction. I feel this masculine has good intentions, but that doesn't mean the feminine interprets it that way, perceives it that way, or is certain of that. Ooh. Four of Pentacles with the Five of Pentacles. I feel this is scarcity mindset, abandonment, lack consciousness, abandonment issues. I feel the feminine is going to just clam up and fear that they're going to be abandoned again. See, the masculine's drawing this Ten of Pentacles to him, and the feminine just is just all bound up and guarded, wall sky high. Look at all the pentacles coming out. Wow, wow, wow. Needing someone to work together. There's the Seven of Pentacles underneath. Almost as if to say, I'm gonna wait to see what kind of co-creative energy comes in. Because remember, I was talking about how things felt out of balance. And I gave you that little scenario. Well, it feels pretty close to home. It feels like this feminine is going to say, look, I can't be sure you won't walk out again or turn your back on me or ghost me or whatever the situation is. Five of Pentacles. So I got my boundaries. My boundaries are solid, right? My lines in the sand are very clear. You know what they are. I'm going to be guarded, on my guard, until I see the proof of the co-creative effort here. It's teamwork that's involved, and underneath I get the feeling that the feminine's like, and I'm going to wait and see what rolls out organically. This feels like a wait and see. Okay, dear Aquarius, so that's what I see. Yeah, and underneath another card is of commitment, that Taurus card. It could be appropriate. All right, for giggles, I'll take it. Right, so standing firm in their beliefs and convictions around the nature of conventional committed relationship. Waiting for that to roll out organically. I'll believe it when I see it, is kind of what I'm feeling from the feminine. If I'm speaking to you, Aquarius, the extended, the link is below, and a little further down is the monthlies if you want to check it out. I'm going to pull 3 cards. The first one is, what's the real situation we have to pay attention to right here, right now? Because this is just sort of a little trip through both of your experiences. I want to see the most important situation you need to face and deal with. What is the block, the challenge, or the dynamic between the two of you around that situation? And what can you either expect to come out of it or do about it? I do want to pull a card. What is this message? The message the masculine wants to deliver to the feminine. What do they want the feminine to know? What does the feminine want the masculine to know? So this is the way you'll communicate to each other. And then one card for you, Aquarius, from your higher self, spirit of the universe. We kind of get a flavor here, but let's see what comes out. Sometimes it's a pep talk. Sometimes it's confirmation. Sometimes it's a warning, something to look out for. And then the last card out is the outcome position. What can you expect going forward or to roll out next in the connection? And in what time frame? If timing is a factor, it will show up there. Okay? So good to see you again. Thanks so much for being here. The link to the extendeds are below. I'll see you there in a second or on a future reading. Take care, Aquarius. Bye.